Good morning, everybody. I'm Josh.
And I'm Rachel.
And we are here today at Sadelles at Bellagio.
That's right. One of what we have understood is the most requested places for breakfast. So let's try it out. Let's go.
Here we go.
All right, so we both went with the Sadelles signature,
Yeah,
but
I think so.
it does actually have multiple choices. So you're gonna see quite a few different things, actually.
Yeah.
First way that we went different, I went with a cheese Danish,
And I went with the sticky bun.
and you're cutting it.
I am cutting it so I can share it with you.
I should cut mine.
It's not a warm sticky bun. It is very sticky. It's almost like a caramelized sticky in a croissant type roll. I like it.
The cheese Danish actually is very good. I had done the sticky bun before, and I did not like it. I felt like it was a little too dense, whereas this is very light, fluffy. The cheese is very mild, easy to eat.
Since we're sharing this, even though Josh may not like it, it doesn't feel that heavy. It's also the start to the breakfast, so it's hard to say too.
Right, and we're hungry. I do like it better than what I remember. It's not as hard as I thought it was. It does have a lot of good caramel flavor. Now the outside of it, I feel like I'm gonna need to dunk it. It seems a little too crispy for me.
This is a classic cheese Danish. It's delicious. You can't. You don't have to sugarcoat this one.
So one of the best things about Sadelles is actually the location. It is right off of the Bellagio Conservatory. So as you walk through there, you will see it in the corner. And then you've got a view of the Bellagio fountains.
Yeah. Fountains?
Nope. You have a view of the Bellagio pool,
Okay.
which might have fountains in it. Not a lot, but they're out there, I swear. All right, so the main course is here. So even though we did the same order, we actually got very different things. Both of them, though, feature salmon, which is one of the main things that they do feature here. What'd you get?
I did the salmon lox on the bagel. So toasted everything bagel, very nicely toasted. I'm excited for that. Ooh, some nice whipped cream
Butter.
cheese. I'm pretty positive
cheese,
it's cream
okay.
cheese. Yeah, it's cream cheese.
And then,
Cucumbers, tomatoes, capers, and of course the salmon. And we also got a side of fresh berries.
I think
too.
that's dill too on there.
Oh, yeah,
Looks
probably.
like a lot of dill. And then I did the eggs Benedict with salmon. And there is the option for smoked salmon or house salmon, which obviously is not smoked. The waiter did recommend the house salmon, so that's what Rachel got.
It is a build your own breakfast.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I do like the eggs Benedict actually more than the bun is not, or the breading is not a regular English muffin like you get with eggs Benedict. It's almost more like a biscuit.
Oh.
But it's soft, it's not dry, which is kind of what I would worry about a lot if I was doing that. I don't know how you can put together that bagel and not have stuff fall off of it. That is so many toppings for it. I would like this a tad bit warmer, but I think the struggle that you're gonna face if you're gonna do salmon Benedict, the salmon is not cooked.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like kind of bringing down the temperature and stuff.
I really like the flavor of this. That bagel, as I said, is perfectly toasted. It's hard to get all your bites in there, but the seasonings, there's some pepper, capers, some kind of green herb, maybe dill. I don't really know. It's really good. I'm really glad I didn't go with the smoked salmon.
Yeah.
I've bought smoked salmon at home, and it's just not a flavor for me, so I'm really glad I went with this. It's very subtle.
Yeah, smokiness can actually really take over a bit too much if you're not into that. Oh, I don't know how, but I somehow missed the tomatoes, which is half a plate. So.
Yeah. I think I know where your temperature thing is coming from, but what I got to say is, like, the parts that need to be warm are warm.
Yeah,
so that's the nice part.
I like this more than I thought I would. Typically, if I'm going to eat a bagel, I want it to be like a bagel sandwich. I don't usually just do cream cheese, but
it's pretty tasty, isn't it? It's pretty fresh.
I actually do really like it. It does come off very fresh. I think that's the best way to put it, honestly. All right, wrapping up here at Sadelles. What'd you think about that?
I will have to say, there's a couple things I really appreciated on that Benedict. You didn't need a knife to cut through it, and I think that is where sometimes I struggle with stuff if it's a little too chewy to cut through. I don't know what the base of that Benedict was, but it was delicious. Yeah. And they leave a full pot of coffee on your table.
Which is great.
It is so nice.
Especially in the morning. I'll tell you, we had a late night last night, early morning, and it was very nice to be able to have that. I will also say, so when we had come here before, we were not impressed. We had the waffles and the French toast, and both of them we felt were very basic. And I think this time we knew we wanted to stay away from that, but going with the salmon dishes, I think definitely separated it and made it a lot better. I also think the other thing that was stand out was the bagel. The bagel was very good. You know, this place was originated in New York City, so you think a New York City bagel is definitely going to be one thing that you want to get.
And as heavy as bagels can be sometimes, that whole combination felt very light and refreshing for breakfast. I don't feel like weighed down to start the day.
No, I agree with you. And I feel like the prices were reasonable. For Vegas prices, $30 for all of that, including, we had 2 small dishes of berries that I don't even think we talked about, but they're just fresh berries. There's not a lot to say. But it was a good deal.
It was a very good meal.
I actually feel Sadelles redeemed itself.
I can now see why people actually choose to come here. I agree.
Yep. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All our links are down below.
Thank you.